Next possession, the score, 7-0.
Go! 50, plant. We got to step it up. Right up.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in the game.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
2nd and long. Flushed out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now on 3rd and long,
no.
To throw. His throw caught.
Say what?
Right around the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here we go on 4th down. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0.
Hey, Delta.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back to throw now on first down. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. Calhoun. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. There's a short little toss to Carrier. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll look to throw. He hits blue. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Ready up. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On the ready.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike, 53. Let's go. Shoot.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. From 3 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. On first down, Calhoun. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Bravo.
2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Leo.
On third down, Calhoun. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Fair. Kill. Go on.
They'll keep it on the ground. Calhoun, and he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now throwing on first down and completing it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Steve 6, Steve 6.
He'll drop to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Watch the shit. Switch. 58.
Hey, Charlie.
58. Go.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Come on, set.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up to throw, and that'll be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll run on 1st down. Calhoun, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Hey, Wahoo!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old school power football.
And effective.
Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys will take over. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. On 1st down, Calhoun. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to air one out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 13. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Baltimore, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis.
Think Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when his franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Set, 50, plant. Hey, Haywood.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
He'll look to throw. There's a short little toss to Carrier, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Now the offense getting set to take over the football here early on in the game, first quarter. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The quick slant caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll look to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run.
With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. On 2nd down now. Calhoun.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Go! 60 outlaw. General West. Check 49. Hey, Alpha.
Back to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Flushed out, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and his guys will take over. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we come upon half.
Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Set, ready, 50, plant, 80 weapons.
They'll run on first down. Calhoun. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. 51 Mike.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line.
Hey, Haywood.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Hey, dude.
They'll look to throw. He hits blue. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike, check. 59.
2nd and 4. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there starts.
Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
High 7. You're out. Hustle.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Calhoun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turn. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Wahoo! Lock it, lock it.
2nd and 10. And he finds a man on the crossing route. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Go. 8 reads. Check. General West. Hey, Delta.
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They'll run on 1st down. Calhoun. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a...
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to fire one. And this is caught inside the 5. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Ravens, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home again.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. They'll set up to throw, letting one go deep for the end. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His first. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter.
Outlaw. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Haywood. Now.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Give him 35 yards. Conversion. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you get...
So it's third down, ball inside the red zone, and this defense looking to get the stop they need. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Just inside of 2 minutes for this offense. Second quarter. They've got the football, but on their own side of the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 13 yards out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's...
Just inside of a minute here remaining in the first half, so the clock is becoming a factor. The offense has the football on their own side of the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Go, go.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll go again from the 3 here. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. And they have been struggling. Can they get the score they need to get back in this football game?
8-3. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So back to live action. Offense in a little bit of a hole. Now can they dig themselves out? Down big on the scoreboard. They need something here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire one into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.